Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Delaney Olive.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated.
Good morning and welcome. I am Madison Dredis, your senior class president. We gather here to celebrate and validate the graduation ceremony of the class of 2017. High school has been an unforgettable journey that has prepared us for the future. We have walked through these past 4 years together, encountering some of the most memorable and influential moments of our lives. Individually, our experiences here are unique, but together we share a common bond as a class of 2017 and soon to be graduates of Estero High School. I am full of excitement and anticipation as the next stage in our lives is about to begin. Never forget, friends, it's always great to be an Estero High School Wildcat.
It is with a great deal of pleasure that I introduce our honored guests for this morning. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Mrs. Kathleen O'Daniel Morgan, Lee County School Board Member, District 3. Dr. Angela Pruitt, Chief Human Resources Officer. Dr. Denise Carlin, Executive Director, Strategic Engagement and Community Partnership. Mr. Michael Amabile, Assistant Principal for Administration. Mrs. Kimberly Boxa, Assistant Principal for Curriculum. Ms. Jennifer Seeluck, Assistant Principal for Building and Facilities. Mr. Jeremy Schwinghammer, Athletic Director. Mr. Matthew Brock, Estero Faculty Member. Mrs. Christy Danielson, Estero Faculty Member. Mrs. Susan DeLego, Estero Faculty Member. Mrs. Suzanne Skinner, Estero Faculty Member. And Mr. Gary White, Estero Faculty Member. Please applaud our honored guests. I would also ask that all of our Estero High School teachers and staff members please stand and be recognized. Graduates and guests, please give a warm ovation to these professionals who helped you get to this milestone in your life. Thank you. At this time, I would also like to publicly recognize the most influential people in our graduates' lives, the parents and family members. The class of 2017 salutes you. Graduates, please give your families a standing ovation. Thank you. At this time, I would also like to have a special presentation in recognition for Miss Gina Browder. Miss Gina Browder has been with the school district for 30 years, and she has spent the last 20 of them organizing the graduation at Estero High School and all of the senior awards. This is her final graduation at Estero High School. So, Miss Browder, we salute you. Where is Miss Browder? All right, what's next? You good? Thank you, Miss Browder.
At this time, we would like to recognize our senior class officers and student council members. When your name is called, please rise. President Madison Reddish. Vice President Lily Shimataro. Treasurer Austin Ricart. Secretary Delaney Olive. Historian Sarah Eller. Class Representative Lindsay Kuchenbecker. Class Representative Michael Davis. Student Council President Henderson Heisner. Senior Representative Rachel Winters.
Hello, I'm Lily Shimataro.
And I'm Delaney Olive.
On behalf of the senior class, we are pleased to announce our purchase of a water filtration system to be placed in multiple locations around the campus. Now we would like to recognize our senior class sponsor, Ms. Kaminsky. She has been instrumental in guiding us during our time as student government officers. She is a prime example of a leader reflecting qualities such as kindness, compassion, and selflessness.
We would also like to thank our student government advisors, Mr. Robinson and Ms. Reddish, who have supported us throughout the year. Not only did they teach us to be leaders within our community, they also provided us with tools to succeed as leaders in the future. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Gary White. I'm a Social Studies Department Chair, teacher, head varsity baseball coach at Estero High School. Also a proud alum, Estero High School, class of 1991. Today I have the honor and privilege of introducing to you Michael Davis, a young man who has repeatedly seized the moment over the last 4 years. My interactions with Michael during his school career have no doubt left me impressed. Michael adheres to the highest moral standards, his personal character is extraordinary, and his leadership, motivational skills are invaluable tools which should serve him well. Michael Davis, in seizing his moment, completed high school with a highly coveted Cambridge diploma and a weighted GPA of 4.68. Michael has spent the last 4 years giving his best to Estero High School and the surrounding community. In a time where negative stories about adolescents abound, Michael Davis reminds us there's much to celebrate about today's youth. Michael's accomplishments and awards include a 2-year varsity baseball letter winner in district championship 2017, a member of our debate team and chess club, best prototype award at the Junior Achievement CEO Camp, a member of the Estero High Leadership Academy, a member of the Florida Association of Student Councils, academic excellence in baseball 2015, senior class representative in 2017. In addition, Michael's record of community service is just as impressive. Volunteering at the Harry Chapin Food Bank with his baseball teammates, helping the surrounding elementary schools with their after-school musical productions and end-of-the-year celebrations. a Do the Right Thing award-winner volunteer, and countless hours spent on campus cleanups and beautification. Michael, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you in class and on the baseball field. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2017, Mr. Michael Davis.
Hi, everybody. Good morning, family, friends, faculty, and most of all, graduates of the class of 2017. 13 years of hard work, and they still made us pay for our cap and gowns. At least the diplomas are free, right? My mom told me a couple months ago she wanted me to stand somewhere at graduation so she could get a nice picture. Is this working for you? Awesome. We've seen a lot at our time at Estero. We got a $2.3 million air conditioning system. That was cool. Never really found the pool on the 3rd floor, but I'm sure it's there. And got to see the renaming of our football stadium after, in my opinion, one of the greatest athletic director and coaches, Jeff Summer, who treated every one of us as his own kid. Yeah, we've definitely seen a lot at our time. However, these changes have only begun to prepare us for what we might see after today. Each and every day, we are given the ability to choose. These choices range from simple things such as what we might have for breakfast or which university we will attend. Now, I'm not here to bore you with cliches about making good choices or to tell you to only worry about the things you can control, because these ideals are simply too vague and shallowly considered to offer any sort of guidance. I'm talking about when Plan A is no longer an option. Because, you see, sometimes you do everything by the book, just like you were asked to do, and it just doesn't work out. You write a flawless essay for your application. You ace the interview. You have a perfect tryout, but you didn't make the cut. And the worst part is, you gave it your best, and it still wasn't good enough. This is where choosing gets hard and where real responsibility commences, because now you must decide what to do next. You have a few options. Option 1, you surrender. You give up control and allow this setback to control your life and control your actions. Option 2, ignore it. You push it to the back of your mind because simply trying to think about this one particular failure makes you afraid to try again. Or option 3, you move on. You acknowledge that this particular time you didn't succeed, but that this won't always be the case. This isn't to say that you will always be able to move forward, because frankly, it's hard. And sometimes you just won't want to. The choice is still yours. One of my favorite filmmakers, Steven Spielberg, displays this level of perseverance. After his 3rd rejection from the University of Southern California School of Cinema Arts, Spielberg did not surrender to this discouraging defeat. He knew filmmaking was his passion, and that allowing this failure to control him would prohibit his passion. He proceeded to direct over 27 movies that have grossed over $9 billion. After his great success in the movie industry, Spielberg was awarded an honorary degree from the University of Southern California. Spielberg says, you have to prevent laziness. When you're rejected, or you could settle into an attitude of disappointment and lose your passion. And just imagine if Spielberg had given up. We wouldn't have Jaws, E.T., Jurassic Park, or Indiana Jones. And I really like Indiana Jones. After today, we will go our separate ways. We will no longer have the comfort of our high school routine or the Chick-fil-A right down the street where we spent most of our time and money. We will no longer have loving administrators who track us down in the middle of the day just to take a picture for the Twitter page. No matter where life takes us, we are bound to encounter obstacles that will either define us or defeat us, but do not give up control. Remember that you always have the ability to choose, no matter how dismal the situation may seem. Don't lose your passion, whatever it may be. And in the wise words of Dr. Harris, good luck, have fun. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Good morning. My name is Suzanne Skinner. I have had the pleasure of teaching our next speaker in my chorus and drama classes since he was in the 6th grade. Over the years, it has been a joy to observe him as he has grown in artistic skills and confidence. Just this spring, he was involved in every aspect of our performing arts department. He was honored to be a member of the All-County Dance Troupe. He performed in our spring chorus concert as part of 2 special ensembles, as well as the leader of the vocal percussion. He earned a superior rating at the District Thespian Festival, and he played a lead role in our musical Pippin. You may have even seen him as the guest conductor for the band in their instrumental spring concert. Over the last 7 years, I've seen this young man portray many roles. He has been a resurrected king, a green, furry holiday hater, a fake driving instructor, a dead pirate, a drama teacher, a singing, dancing crustacean, a grumpy old man, and a French candelabra, to name a few. Although he has excelled in everything and has been recognized for his achievement in acting, I think the greatest role he has ever portrayed is as a role model to his peers. He is a quiet leader that leads by example with action. He is the first to help in class and the first to try something new. He is the first to share ideas and the first to encourage his classmates' opinions. His positive attitude and his constant drive to succeed make him an inspiration to his peers. Other students always want him to be in their group or to give them suggestions. They respect and value his talent and his opinion. All of these characteristics, as well as his ability to present the best of himself and to bring out the best in others, make him an outstanding leader who I know will be successful in his future. It is an honor and a pleasure to introduce Stephen Calicharan.
Good morning. When I look out at the crowd before me, I see a flower planted in each chair. Each of us has our own style of dress, our own personality, and our own lifestyle that we use to shape the petals that define our place in society's garden. But as to how we come to bloom and grow into the people we are now and the people we will be, it comes down to one question that we are faced with from the moment we step into a school or any new environment. Would you rather be 9 people's favorite thing or 100 people's 9th favorite thing? It may be a lyric from the musical title of show, but it is one of life's greatest underlying questions that defines us as a generation. Each of us is presented with one of 2 choices. We can either jump on the bandwagon and blend in with the crowd. We can attempt to grow in the section of proper and prim roses that everyone seems to appreciate so that we can find happiness in public acceptance. That is what it means to be a 9th favorite thing. To be marginally adored by others by pleasing the public. Or we can stand alone among others who have grown astray from the majority opinion. We can find joy in being a part of a simple floral arrangement that's made up of ourselves and a few others. That is what it means to be 9 people's favorite thing. That may not seem like much of a difference, but think of it as a choice of self we often forget to make. It is a matter of public image and what it means to us as a functioning member of society. If you're wondering where I'm headed with this, it goes back to that first comment I made about people are like flowers. There is rarely an instance where you'll find 2 people who look exactly the same and think exactly alike, because we're all individuals without a strict mold. Whatever our traits may be, we all try to find somewhere to fit in. It's obvious that being liked is preferable to being despised, but it doesn't mean the whole world must accept your choices. If we are to bloom, we must be prepared to overcome the shades of envy and disapproval that wait in the wings of success. So often we get caught up in the words and opinions of others that we lose sight of who we are. We change our petals to conform and wilt to the expectations of the majority, to become another rose in the long line of bushes. Each one of us is different and blooms and blossoms all their own, but we fail to recognize that underneath all those colorful petals, we're just stems. Each of us is human, with the same aspiration to become something more than ourselves. We seek something for the future, and that alone is enough to bond us as a global presence. We are united in our shared state of bloom, And yet, we are so divided by our beliefs. Is the person sitting next to you someone you'd rather be, or someone you'd want to be friends with? Do they know who you are as a person? Do your friends? Or do they simply know the image that you've crafted in order to survive a world that regards the truth as a stranger? For us, acceptance comes with the cost of relinquishing part of ourselves in favor of becoming someone else. It was William Shakespeare that said, "All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players." Never have I found words more true. Of all professions, actors must change their petals the most frequently. We have to discard ourselves in order to become someone entirely different and create a world apart from the audience. Whether or not you've been on stage or in a performance, we're all actors. We're all actors as much as we are flowers. Our clothes are as much as costumes as they are petals. However, though each of us may be a flower and an actor, we are also change. The Estero High School class of 2017 is the embodiment of a generation taking a step towards a future where things will not be the same as they are now. Each student here carries with them a seed to plant somewhere that will surely bloom into something grand and beautiful. The wind blows us onward to places where we will take root and prosper as individuals in a great big world of possibilities. But let us never forget who we are and who we were, because it is from there that we can embrace each other for what we are inside. So you may be a gentle lavender, a graceful cherry blossom, or a warm fuzzy dandelion. But next time you find yourself in the middle of a larger part of the garden, ask yourself, would I rather be 9 people's favorite thing or 100 people's 9th favorite thing? Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Christy Danielson, and I am a social studies teacher at Estero High School. Whenever I stand at a lectern, whether it is in my classroom or here in front of a few thousand people, I feel a little pressure to say something meaningful or memorable, and I'm sure other speakers feel the same way. But just like in my classroom, I remind myself that what I have to say isn't really about me at all. It is about the hundreds of journeys that I'm so honored to have joined. One of those journeys in particular belongs to our next speaker, Lindsay Kuchenbecker. As her teacher for the past 3 years, I have had the privilege of witnessing Lindsay's very successful academic career at Estero High School. In my Cambridge International History class, Lindsay earned, as a sophomore, a score that put her in the top 10% of history students worldwide. Her 5.4 GPA is also indicative of her academic excellence. Because of Lindsay's scholastic accomplishments, it seems she would have little time for anything but studying. But Lindsay was also an integral member of student government and played a varsity sport. But it is not her academic honors or leadership roles or school spirit that makes Lindsay so special to me. It is because Lindsay is a daily reminder of why I chose this profession, why any of us do. When she sat in my classroom, I was always striving to do the best I could to ensure her future success. I always wanted to live up to her lofty expectations. Lindsay is, in the words of the great Ralph Waldo Emerson, someone who shall make us do what we can. Lindsay gave me no choice but to embody the same characteristics that I encourage in my students, and I am a better teacher today for it. And so it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you the memorable Miss Lindsay Kuchenbecker.
I'm going to take it off. Thank you, Ms. Danielson, for that introduction. Good morning, friends, family, faculty, and most notably, my fellow graduates. Congratulations to everybody in this room. I'm honored to be speaking before all of you today. Very few times in our lives will we experience such achievement with such an incredible group of people. Class of 2017, today is our day. Now let me preface this speech by saying I'm not trying to act wise or like I know something you don't. I'm not qualified to be giving advice. But chances are this is the last time many of us are going to see each other, so what do I have to lose? I've learned so much in the last 4 years, such as how to do synthetic division, how to write a rhetorical analysis, or that the sinking of the Lusitania was in fact not the cause of World War I. And all of that stuff is great, and much of it will definitely not be dumped from my brain in the next 24 hours. But the most important things we've learned in high school are not what we've been tested on. They aren't what we crammed the night before an exam, what we saw in the ACT, or what we read out of a textbook. The non-physical, meaningful things are what really matters. The connections and memories we've made are what's going to stick with us in the long run. The moments that brought us joy are the most valuable things that we're bringing from high school into the rest of our lives. Now let me brag about the class of 2017. Estero High School is filled with so much talent. Our athletes are passionate, competitive, and truly exemplify the expression, the grind don't stop. Incredible artists call Estero home, sharing the beauty they have to offer with our school. Our musicians consistently earn superior ratings at competitions, and so many of us are decorated in cords and stoles, showing our involvement and commitment to our education and our community. I couldn't be more proud of all of us. However, this chapter of our lives is coming to a close. Now, we must push forward with the same resilience and passion that we had in high school and show the world that the class of 2017 has something truly remarkable to offer. We hear it all the time. Follow your dreams, do what makes you happy. And for the longest time, I too ignored advice like this. Eventually, however, I actually began to consider the meaning of those cliche phrases. We have a plan in our minds of what we want to do with our lives, whether it be pursuing law school, majoring in business, or going straight from school to work. But I challenge you, right now, to be brutally honest with yourself and ask, will what I have planned bring me genuine happiness? If you can't confidently see yourself happy for the remainder of your life, I urge you to reconsider your plan. Life is far too short and far too precious to not choose happiness. If you have the choice to be happy, then why wouldn't you take it? We are a group of people that have the potential to be so impactful that we must do what we're passionate about. Each and every one of us has the capability to contribute to making our community, our country, and our world a much better place than it was before we were here. Additionally, think deeply and think freely. Think about the world, get mad about it, get inspired, and most importantly, try to change it for the better. Whether you want to earn the Nobel Peace Prize or be a great parent, please just do what brings you joy and impacts others positively. I wouldn't have had these thoughts if it wasn't for our teachers, our families, and this student body who have molded me from a naive freshman into a receptive senior. Class of 2017, I feel lucky to call you my peers, friends, and even my family. I am who I am today because there's a part of you that's become a little part of me. All of my decisions in the last 4 years leading up to now can in some way be traced back to each and every one of you. We had and will continue to have a massive impact on each other. I hope the impact I have on you is to choose genuine happiness. Thank you.
Morning. My name's Matt Brock, and I'm a teacher here. And today is a change. How many things are going to change during your life? Political changes, social changes, technological changes. You know, the experts tell us that most of you are going to change careers several times before you retire because the job you started with won't exist anymore by the time you get done. The future contains changes both more wonderful and horrible than the imagination can conjure. Most things change, and some things don't. Our circumstances never stop, but our character never moves. Your character is the person that you are who only comes out when no one else is watching. And I know a young man of character. A young man that you should like. A young man that you can trust and respect. In the classroom, on the baseball field, every day, day in, day out, quietly, in ways that he doesn't advertise, he will earn your trust and he will earn your respect. If you know him, this is not news to you. If you don't know him, I'd like to introduce him to you. Everybody, Austin Reichert.
Well, we made it. Estero High School graduating class of 2017, give it up for yourselves. 4 years of Pythagorean theorems, busy work, and the almighty Scantron. And of course doing it all at the crack of dawn. And for what? A piece of paper? A pat on the back? Your parents' approval? No. You see, people who think school is about the X's and O's, the numeric arithmetic, or the historical coincidences, fundamentally miss the point. Contrary to the viewpoint constantly instilled in you, school isn't about rote memorization or formulaic writing. It's about the people you've met, the memories you've made, and how these things made you, you. Your defining moment isn't your analysis of Romeo and Juliet, or even the moment you solved for X. It's the times where the passing seconds became more than moments in time. They became memories. Now, our memories define us. They shape who we are. They are our narrative. Because in the end, our lives are just stories. Stories that are not only unique, but ever-changing. And most importantly, always in our control. Remember, we aren't here forever, but the goal isn't to live forever. The goal is to live a story that will. SpongeBob had Patrick. Batman had Robin. And Miss Seelig, well, Miss Seelig has Twitter. Our stories are intertwined with things we can't live without. Friends. We don't need them to survive, but we do need them to have lived. Leonardo's Mona Lisa is just 1,000 smears of paint. Michelangelo's David, just 1,000,000 hits with a hammer. We are, all of us, just 1,000,000 bits put together the right way. Many of you here, right now, have crafted me into the man that I am today. Nothing of me is original. I'm the combined effort of everyone I've ever known. Stories are comprised of characters in the same way we are comprised of each other. And it's these characters that drive the story forward, help guide the protagonist through hardship and strife towards a greater future. Don't ever tell me a small group of dedicated people can't change the world, because in the end, it's the only thing that ever has. But you know, we've been lied to. We've been raised to believe that greatness, joy, bliss are all inevitable. It's the American dream, right? I mean, work hard and life will be perfect. They call it the American dream because you'd have to be asleep to believe it. Life isn't perfect. It shouldn't be. It's scattered with hardship, obstacles, and sometimes even pain. These things are inevitable, just like Miss Box's selfies. You can't avoid them. But stories aren't about the happy ending. They're about the struggle to reach it. No one escapes pain, fear, and suffering. Yet from pain can come wisdom. From fear, courage. And from suffering can come strength. This is the nature of stories, of life. Rising actions, falling actions, climaxes, and plot twists. How you rise to meet these conflicts is what truly defines your character. But more than any job title or occupation, your primary duty in life is to author a story worth telling. Story of friendship, story of challenge, story of conquering fear and embracing hope. And while we may never have to slay a giant with a slingshot or take down an evil villain, we all have one defining foe to face: fear. How many chapters of my life have I let fear be the author of? How many unwritten chapters will I let it steal away from me? It's easy to fear failure. Convenience makes cowards of us all. But we should choose to do things not because they're easy, but because they're hard. Dare greatly. Be a greater fool. Now, I know what you're thinking, a greater fool, but a greater fool is an economic term. It's somebody who buys high and sells low. Most people spend their lives trying not to be a greater fool. Today, I'm telling you to be one. Because, you see, the greater fool is someone with the perfect blend of self-delusion and ego to think that they can succeed where others have failed. This country was founded by greater fools. Apple Computers was created by a greater fool. Greater fools got us to the moon. The human experience is set on a timeline of audacity. We came out of the cave, tamed fire, conquered the seas, and then the skies. What's next? Our achievement can't be predicted, but one thing is for certain. It'll be the greater fools that get us there. You only get one life. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. Never compromise. Because you only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Never lose yourself. You get one great chance to be a great big thing. Our thoughts, our dreams, our theme, all have the ability to change how people see themselves and the world. The unreal is more powerful than the real. You get one chance to be here, have an identity, and exist. Yes, the powerful play does go on, but you, all of you, may contribute a verse. What will your verse be? Thank you.
Mrs. Morgan, prior to presenting this class, I would like to thank all of them for making this an outstanding year. Each of these young adults played an important role within our Estero High School family. Their efforts and contributions have solidified the established traditions at Estero High School and have preserved these traditions for future students. Thank you, class of 2017. Mrs. Morgan, the students seated here today have met all the requirements set forth by the School District of Lee County and the Florida State Department of Education, and they are ready to receive their certificates of completion or high school diplomas. Mrs. Morgan, I present to you the Estero High School graduating class of 2017.
Mr. Simmons. Mr. Simmons, by the authority vested in me, I accept the graduating class as having completed the requirements set forth by the School District of Lee County and the state of Florida, and I am ready to give them their certificates of completion or high school diplomas.
Mrs. DeLago, would you please call the names?
Adam Tavernier Abdel Fattah. Andrew Ethan Acosta. Donald Schneider Adams, Jr. Bo David Adkins. Angel Giovanni Andelon Ojeda. Caterina Elvira Andres Pascual. Pedro Ivan Angeles Gutierrez. Charlie Arana. Marissa Nicole Acario. Griselda Arredondo Negrete. Alejandro Ulysses Azua, Jr. Gorete Baca Ramirez. Mercedes Marie Bacon. Jeneth Bagraterovic. Emily Michelle Balserzak. Grace Robin Barnell. Kimberly Marie Barrientos. Jocelyn Marie Bauman. Peter Vito Bavetta. Sky Elizabeth Baylor. Shelby Lynn Beach. Gabriel Besserell, Jr. Ari Scott Beck. Gabriel Anthony Beeland. Alexis Raya Bell. Casey Amber Bell. Kaylin Nicole Belmore. Brooke Ashley Berry. Sydney Elizabeth Bilbrey. Henry William Builder II. Neil Jacob Blaylock. Jackson Graham Blurton. Fidelia Roxana Brancato. Raquel Sierra Braun. Benjamin John Brisky. Jake Nathaniel Brogdon. Thomas James Branicki. Dakota Perry Brown. Stephen Tyler Smith Brown. Brendan Allen Bryan. Tommy Shane Burrell. Savannah Lynn Butler. Matthew Brian Cagney. Nicholas James Cairo. Manisha Calixte. Oscar Cardenas. Xavier Alexander Casquillo. Lauren Nicole Carter. Alexandria Marie Carruthers. Nancy Casas Hernandez. Ismael Castaneda Hernandez. Natalie Castaneda Linares. Luis Enrique Castillo Chavez. Carissa Gabriela Signac. Brian Jesus Sapero Marin. Natalia Michelle Chavez. Kayla Nicole Chrisman. Lily Ann Shimataro. Christian Samuel Sioka. Sherrian Clavette Connell. Marie Antoinette Costa. Samuel Aaron Coop. Austin Ryan Crow. Thomas Edward Cullinan. Allison Victoria Cureo. Donnelly Dacius. Connor Andrew Donis. Sorry. Michael Shane Davis. Ashlyn Nicole Dawes. Haley Marie de los Santos. Seth Ryan DeBusk. Anthony Stephen DeLuca. Delaney Rose Dennis. Deverick Stefan Dent Jr. Lucas Gregory Denzen. Marissa Deulis. Kelly Stephanie Diaz. Jessica Florencia Diaz Mateo. Lady Jadit Domingo Bamaca. Cameron Dutch Dorn. Jennifer Nicole Dorian. Jenna Ashley Dovey. Serben Joseph Drugechi. Cheyenne Winnie Durham. Riley Jason Dustin. Sarah Beatrice Eller. Ariana Gabrielle Endelman. Alina Farah Fonts. Joshua Cameron Feldman. Andrew James Ferguson. Christian Amir Flores. Carla Nayeli Flores. Kyle Patrick Flynn. Spencer Drake Ford. Luis Antonio Francisco Tello. Claudina Jeffina Francois. Jeffrey Francois. Lexi Ann Fratto. Savannah Mae Freeman. Joseph Rickard Fuchs. Jesus Fuentes. Elijah Scott First. Nicole Christina Gagliardo. Sierra Lynn Gagnon. Carlos Daniel Gamez. Alexis Raquel Garcia. Amanda Nicole Garcia. Jessica Carmen Garcia. Lizeth Anahi Garcia Cruz. Rocio Garcia Bravo. Rachel Lee Garrett. Juan Ramon Garza. Nathaniel Kyle Gillen. Megan Giovanello. Michael Giovanello. Kevin Joshua Glassford. Amanda Donna Cloutier Glenn. Aaron Joseph Glidden. Jennifer Abigail Glore. Travis Dane Goff. Gabriel Santiago Gomez. Mefi Jose Gomez. Hector Gonzalez. Iris Aneda Gonzalez. George Gonzalez. Jorge Luis Gonzalez Jr. Logan Patrick Grady. Nicole Renee Graham. Jack Lawrence Grella. Karina Lee Griffin. Brooke Ann Grimes. Madeline Frances Gross. Sophia Danielle Rose Guerin. Angel Isahi Guerra. Brian Dennis Guevara. Nicole Maria Galati. Jason Samuel Gutierrez. Priscilla Gutierrez. Caleb Thomas Hager. Robert Timothy Hall. Bailey Ray Hamilton. Kevin Daniel Hamlin. Hannah Elaine Hammersley. Jordan Alexis Hanlon. Jared Owen Harrison. Parker David Hazen. Adrienne Adara Headland. JC Faith Heflin. Darian Lee Heil. Heidi Martha Hipowkowski. Ashley Marissa Hernandez. Isabel Hernandez. Lady Celine Hernandez. Odalis Melissa Herrera. Henderson Edward Heisner. Heather Nicole Hewitt. Jacob Thomas Hitt. Ryan Matthew Hofacker. Michael Ray Hoover. Justin Thomas Horton. Hillary Brianne Hopspadard. Alexa Joy Rutherford Hughes. Kayla Jane Hughes. Taylor Elizabeth Irish. Heather Marie Janoska. Leighton Lewis Haragui. Timothy Noah Jenkins. Gardenia Jimenez. Aveda Jane Johnson. Lorna Alexis Johnson. Nathan Allen Johnson. Alec James Jones. Shantea Brene Jones. Abigail Jose Morales. Luis Enrique Jose Cruz. Maria Maribel Jose Marcos. Mitchell Anthony Josie. Destiny Teresa Joyner. Brianna Lee Judah. Audley Christopher Jump. Stephen Gareth Calacharan. Nicolette Valerie Caracas. Riley Noel Koenig. Melanie Naomi Cornia. Tyler Vincent Kowalski. Andrew Allen Krupp. Lindsay Ann Kuchenbecker. Emily Renee Kuhn. Kayla Marie Neri Lambert. Daniel Anthony Lang. Brian Robert Lawhon. Kenny M. Thong Lee. Grace Arlene Laba. Lexi Ray Legault. Daisy Reyes Leon. Kimberly Leon. Nicholas Joseph Lepre. Elizabeth Talia Lerma. Emily Rebecca Lerma. Noah Matthew Leskin. Jacob Cameron Lyles. Olivia Danae Linder. Jonna Lee Linehan. Kevin James Long. Claudia Jessica Lopez. Jose Armando Lopez Gabriel. Chandler Barry Lucas. Tyler Andrew Lucas. Paige Mackenzie Madden. George Maldonado Jr. Matias Mariano Maldonado. Catherine Grace Mann Moat. Jose Maqueda. Madeline Rose Marrero. Rosemarie Concheta Marsala. Dominic Lewis Marvin. William Alexander Matthey. Samantha Allie Maurer. Austin Scott McDonough. Zachary McGuire McKee. Patrick David McKelvey. Joey Ann McManamy. Luis Francisco de Jesus Medina Mendoza. Hannah Brooke Medlin. Damaris Paola Mena Soda. Luis Fernando Mendoza Mendoza. Sandra Araceli Mendoza. Angel Moraz. Sean Benoit Mace. Daniela Meza. Sorry. Nicholas Alexander Michael. Isabella Michalski. Lucas Paul Madura. Brendan Todd Michael Miller. Admari Arlette Minor. Ariam Arade Miranda. Jacqueline Consuelo Miranda. Jared Michael Mislin. Anissa Molabachiti. Brianna Marie Milano. Melanie Florence Mongiello. Nicholas Jorge Montegudo. Itzel Moran Martinez. Abigail Moreno. Peyton Tyler Morphy. Joseph Anthony Mugavero. Cheyenne Nicole Nebergall. Justin Samuel Nesbitt. Kyle Patrick Nesbitt. Tanner John Nesbitt. Suzette Monique Nunez. Cameron Elizabeth Obrachta. John Christopher O'Hearn. Ashley Marie Oles. Delaney Douglas Olive. Nayeli Olvera. Philip Nathaniel Olvera. Suhe Regina Ornelas Hernandez. Wait for me, wait for me. Cristobal Damian Ornelas Hernandez. Alejandro Manuel Ortega. Yoselin Yosahandi Ortega. Kaylee Ann Osborne. Brianna Nicole Ott. Jordan Tyler Paredes. Hector Martin Pascual Nicolas. Devin Alexander Paul. Emily Ann Pauley. Cesar Augusto Paz Domingo. Christian Tyler Pierce. Francisco Rigoberto Pedro. Javier Joel Perez Jr. Austin Neil Peterson de Rosario. Christina Vincenza Petroselli. Carolyn Nayap Pham. Carlos Julian Phillips. Caitlin Marie Phillips. Joseline Arele Pineda. Christopher Clift Placa. Jenna Lynn Powell. Cole David Prescott. Danny James Presnell. Amanda Joy Prozaleric. Aaron Michael Puckett. Richard Barron Queen III. Camila Quintana Garcia. Sarah Nicole Raby. Jordan Avery Raymond. Andres Ramirez. Emily Ramirez. Lorena Ramirez Rojas. Jonathan Allen Rouse. Ismael Ramundo Hernandez. Dana Lynn Reading. Tessie Love Reed. Madison Rose Reddish. Haley Ann Reese. Austin Douglas Reichert. Yoselin Guadalupe Retana Jimenez. Joel Alejandro Reyes. Shelby Beatriz Reyes Buezo. Maria Denise Reina. Abigail Jean Rhodes. Sofia Catarina Rivera. Austin Reyes Robinson. Edgar Eduardo Robledo Alonso. Ryan Paul Roquante. Christopher Cirillo Rodriguez. Devin Jordan Rodriguez. Leticia Rodriguez Ramos. Edwin Romero Jr. Victoria Alejandro Romero. Rose Citali Rosas Jimenez. Nicholas Donald Ross. Riley Benet Russo Barbera. Joshua Aaron Russell. Tiffany Marianne Sackett. Haley Marie Sadler. Arian Saldana. Dalton Jeffrey Salick Hazel. Destiny Renee Salick Hazel. Orlando Salinas Alvarez. Christopher Justice Sanchez. Jerry Sanchez. Esmeralda Sandoval. Ana Patricia Santiago. Elizabeth Santiago. Daniel Santos Martinez. William Jeffrey Scherer. Neda Concepcion Sebastián Esteban. Louisbert Ezekiel Cejas. Jacob Samuel Selka. Joseph Zachary Serrano. Islam Idarovich Shafagulin. Victor Aaron Shelley. Trace Hunter Sherman. Kevin Ryan Short. Sarah Wesley Sims. Lydia Maribel Simon Mejia. Yuri Simon Angeles. Grant Giovanni Semper. Austin James Galecki. Alaric Darrell Sluter. Sarah Elizabeth Smith. Christine Kendra Solomon. Rylan Mitchell Speth. Joshua David St. John. Jody Ann Stauffer. Veronica Estela Stefanco. Nash Everett Stegeman. Kristen Victoria Sullivan. David Noah Michael Summers. Justin Charles Suter. Mackenzie Sue Swartzman. Haley Leanne Swinehart. Jordan Tyler Torilla. Grace Alice Tomali. Rosie Dolores Tomas. Haley Jewel Tompkins. Ociel Alejandro Torres. Sabrina Nicole Torres. Michael John Traeger Jr. Jennifer True Tran. Diana Laura Trevino. Haley Ann Trotter. Bennett Reese Tucker. Caitlin Ann Ulrich. Sarah Noel Van Kirk. Stephanie Guadalupe Varela. Kaylee Noel Vasiloff. Lisette Vega Guevara. Sierra Josiana Velasquez. Alan Jareth Villegas. Shanida Walking. Ryan Michael Warson. Morgan Marie Waters. Cadel Maxwell Sarvis Whiteside. Evan Michael Williams Jerkovsky. Turner Slade Williford. Rachel Ann Winters. Jonathan Joseph Wojcicki. Samantha Claire Worcester. Taylor Marie Wysong. Jacob Daniel Yarborough. Megan Elizabeth Zito Collins. Blake Logan Zumwalt. Can I go sit down? Yeah. I'll tell you.
Graduates, please stand. Your high school diploma has now been conferred upon you. The moving of the tassel is symbolic in reaching this important milestone in your life. Please join me in the moving of the tassel to signify this monumentous occasion, marking your advancement to higher education.
We did it, Wildcats. Please join me in the cap toss. Congratulations, congratulations, class of 2017. Congratulations, class of 2017. Remember, friends, it's always great to be an Estero High School Wildcat.